So in the last lesson, we wrote this HTML, we completed it, and it produced for us this lovely HTML page. So what we need to do to it is style it and get it looking all this good. You notice we have a background to this document, so we could start by dealing with that. So if we go into our hashtag container ID, we can say background color, and the gray color is hashtag E6E6E6. Okay, so if we save this and go into our browser, refresh, oops, nothing happens. That's because we haven't linked our style yet. So type link and then shift tab key, and then enter style and style.css. So that links everything up for us. If we refresh it now, hey, we've got a nice gray background color. So we're getting there. So if we come back into our container, we could set the width to be 671 pixels. Let's check it out. So that's what it looks like. So our document is slowly coming together. So let's deal with the header side of things. So we have header, and within header we have H1. So we could target our header first. So we could give it a background color of red. Okay, and let's see what that looks like. And sure enough, the background is red. Okay, good. Let's go into our template. We have a few things to do here. We have the font size, the color, the margin, padding, a whole bunch of stuff. So if we go into our header and target our H1 within it, we can say font family, that is Helvetica New, N-E-U-E, okay? And if you don't have that, it will default to Times, and if you don't have that, it will default to Arial. So that's font family done. Okay, so we have a few other things to deal with. Okay, so the next is the color. So let's get it to be white. And we have the margin. We'll set that to 0 pixels, so there's no spacing. So let's refresh, and there we go. It's not quite there yet with the header, so the size is not the same, and some padding to deal with as well. So in H1, let's have the font size to be something ridiculous like 96 pixels. Okay, and the font weight should be normal, so we don't want it bold. We want it to be nice and slim. Okay, so something like this. It's getting there. So let's change this normal to something like 200 and refresh. Okay, so that's a bit better. I think I could live with that. So let's deal with the padding, top and left, okay, and the bottom bit as well. So if we go into our header, we could say padding, and if we give it 2 values, the first one is 20 pixels and the second one is 30 pixels. So the 20 pixels for top and the bottom, and the second is left and right. So if we go back into our browser and check it out, and we can see it's done something for us. Okay, so we have some padding applied to our system. Okay, so we have this spacing between our header and our image, and we have that to deal with next. So if we go into the header, we need to say margin bottom, and we can give that something like 13 pixels. Okay, so let's have a look and see if that is enough. That looks okay. Let's compare it with our template. I think that's fine. I could live with that. That's okay. Right, so the header is coming close to an end, I think. If not, it's nearly there. So in this lesson, we've written some styles, and we've styled our our header, a few new things we've learned in this lesson, or revised at least. So everything's coming together just fine. I think I'll stop this lesson here. It's a nice place to stop and reflect on what you've done and learned. And in the next lesson, we'll jump onto the middle section. And I will see you there.